welcome back. Oop, I better change my music here real quick. Hold on. Alright, hopefully that's a little better now. Welcome back to episode 2. So, I'm doing a little change here. Primarily, it looks like the two people who are watching these videos are starting on Treasure Island. So I restarted and we're doing Treasure Island. So I'm going to flow through this real quick, get everything up to speed, and then we'll move on from there. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's having a good day. It's a beautiful day down here in Florida. Shop. Inventory. Souvenirs. Okay. I believe we're playing on the Flying Ray. I think. I'm not entirely certain. I don't remember exactly what I picked. Yeah, this is the Flying Ray. Yeah. Pretty certain. Okay. Done the maintenance place. Done the Adventurers Guilds. That are there. Done our Villager Guild. So the reason why I switched up where I was starting was so that I could run over everything on the first area, the first major place that you're going to be working on. How to get bosses, how to complete certain quests, all those kinds of things. So, yeah, that's what we're here for today, and we're going to get into it. So, build our lab first. Then our Adventurers Guild. Like I said before, you need the Lab, Adventurers Guild, and the Trading House to open up the portal, I believe. Well, let me make sure that's true first here. Open the portal. Never mind, you can open the portal right off the bat. You just won't be able to sign any quests until you have the Adventurers Guild set up here. Get ourselves some fucking villagers. Get that going. We'll speed some stuff up here. A couple villagers on these. Get them going. Start working on some removals. Yeah, basically I've been being asked by you two know your names, a couple individuals about how to get it set up and going. So we're basically episode 2 is just a restart from episode 1. We'll run over everything from episode 1 still, and then we'll just move on from there. Alright, so this is done. Buildings, Adventurers Guild. Just that right there. We'll just put the lab right there. Once we get roads, we'll start managing where we're putting our stuff here. That's what I need. Lab. Max. Alright. Workshop. Trading house. Alright, so if you look over here to the left, you have some named people. Over here to the right, another named person. This person over to the right, though, is only for the tutorials, so you don't necessarily have to worry about them so much. So what we'll do is we'll set up the first S tier quest. And then set up over here a tier quest. Okay. Got those in. Speed it up. Okay, didn't get any tech points yet. Basically, the first couple levels are the ones that take probably the longest to get through. Because you gotta get everything set up. You gotta get enough adventurers. All that kind of shit. It's just one of those things you gotta get through. Get done. Now, if you notice over here, I set up the 200 for the A. Like, Kepo or Ketos or something. Hold on, let me get my fucking phone here. For Kobe. For Kobe, he was asking about how to get the Slime King to spawn. Well, you have to slay a bunch of these slimes over here. So I usually, this has been like this technically right here will be like my 5th time playing from the start. My main account is, I think, level 10 or 12, something like that. But yeah, so we're just starting here. Get this a go here. Looks like that's done. So get a craft stall, get a pergola. Okay, we've got everything. Back to buildings. Okay, those being finished. Start clearing away this stuff, get extra resources. It's not done yet. Pretty close. Come on. You can do it. Believe in you. Alright. So we did the trading house. Craft stall. And the pergola. Both of those are needed. The pergola allows for somewhere for your adventurers to sleep. Every, I think it's 20 gold an adventurer spends, he gains 1 favor. And obviously, if you have them out adventuring the entire time, they won't have time to come back into town and spend. So... Anybody applying? Nope. Let's see who just applied here. We'll be accepting Sujinran. And we'll be rejecting this other guy. We don't take weakies here, bro. We only take purples and blues. In my other playthrough, my main one, I have nothing but purples right now for adventurers. Okay, we'll assign 2 of them there, I suppose. Get that done real quick. So start these quests, you click on the guys, have you do different stuff. Okay. Oh Going through it all. This is all stuff that you'll be able to go through. I don't want to hang up on reading stuff or anything like that, because my expectation is that you're playing this game yourself. So it's important to read through it yourself. Don't have somebody else sitting here, reading it for you like you're playing the game. You'll never enjoy the game if you don't actually play it. So you need to actually play this game. Alright, that one. Got that one. I'm gonna wait till we hit 2. I can build the another adventurers hut. And we'll go ahead and occupy the thing here. So one thing I always tend to do is if I have it available, I always put it up to an S rank. Yeah, it costs you a little bit of money. That's just the reality of it. But the experience and the gains that you get from it, it's so much better. Like, that's just the reality of it. It's important to do it. Like, by not doing it, you're not doing yourself any favors, all that kind of stuff. So it's important to always make sure. And just so people know, if you put out too many quests, right? Like, let's say I put out another kill quest, right? We go 2 people, right? If you put out another quest when you no longer have any roving adventurers or settled adventurers, they will not, and I repeat, will not pick up quests that you have set. Oh, must add an extra. Right? And that's important to realize, because if you just start putting quests all over the place, sometimes people will not... Cosmo. Hush, man. It's fine. People won't go and take up those quests unless you assign them. Generally speaking, I always assign my quests. That's just the reality of it. That's the way that I like to play the game. It ensures exactly who I want on what quest, and just makes it a fair bit easier. Carrick, right here, is somebody that you can recruit. You're going to have to go and kill a couple bosses to get him. You can't do the bosses until... Oh, man, I think I did them when my characters were like level 34 or so. The starfish will literally one-shot your dudes. Like, just right off the bat. He drags them all in, and then he does this AoE thing, and it kills them all. So it's important to just make sure that if you're going to be doing those kinds of things, going to kill bosses, that you're well above level when you go to kill the boss. Otherwise, it'll just one-shot your characters. It's just, it happens, it sucks, but, what do you do? Okay. We'll go ahead and put Erica on that one. Yep. Set up another kill. This time we'll go say B. I believe Judy is a roving adventurer. Let's see here. Guys, come on. Sorry, dog's in the background having a moment. There we go. That. It's Adventurers Guild. We should have a couple people more applying. Yep, so Judy is one of the epics that you can get on Treasure Island. There's another one, too, that you can get. But he doesn't show up until a little bit later. And then also that barbarian king, that Kethric or whatever, that I just showed you, that's a quest giver. He's also an epic. Alright, so buildings should be done. We've got our trading house. So something that I like to actually do in this game is I like to set up kind of like markets, basically, where like most of these things go to happen. So I like to put my pergola and my craft stall and all that kind of stuff kind of in the same area. I don't want to have to move all this small stuff, so I'm just going to get it square here. Okay. Those. Okay. Now we'll make some beds. So we'll probably go 25. 25. 25. And then we'll probably make 50 fur dolls. So, something else I like to do. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take the Quinn and Stone. Something else I like to do is I like to set up at the beginning of the game my pre-orders. Now, this is something important that will help ensure that throughout the game you have enough resources. So, first thing we're going to do is it lumber? No. What is it? Timber. I generally like to get set up on a pre-order. So if you hit pre-order, what that means is when you go and click any one of these numbers or set in your own predefined number, it will keep buying that until it reaches the number and then it'll stop. In this case, we want to do 1,000 quarterly. That means every quarter we'll try and purchase 1,000. Alright? Do that. Do that for iron. Pre-order. We want to do 1,000. We want to do it quarterly. And the reason why we're doing this is to ensure that we'll have the necessary materials, because everything starts from timber, iron ore, and stone. By having those three always coming in, then you don't have to worry about them so much later on in the game. So we got those three going here. And then you also want to do broken armor. 1,000 of those quarterly. And then broken weapons. 1,000 of those quarterly too. And the reason why we did that is that as we go to make armor and weapons and stuff, you need those items to be able to create those weapons and armor. So by ensuring that you already have a ready supply, it just ensures that you're not really going to have to worry so much about it, right? Ooh, we'll take the food. Okay, now we're going to go over how to set up your stalls and why it's important. So, here we have our beds, right? Because we just made some. Down here in the bottom left-hand corner, you see auto, right? And it'll say res below per restock. So what this means is it's restock below 5, right? So if it drops below 5, it'll start automatically restocking for you. So go ahead and hit auto and then hit list. It'll automatically list them. And then as you build them, when they fall below 5, it'll automatically restock them, so you don't have to worry about it. Over in the craft stall, we're going to be doing the exact same thing for the bears. Oh, shit. Speaking of which, I should probably buy some fur, too. Fur is also important. It's one of the main manufacturing things that you'll need throughout the game. I also set this. So, like, basically all of the main things that you're going to need on a regular basis, I always buy 1,000 of, set up just that way. Okay, I guess I'll take that. Let's see where the lab's at. Max that. Max that. Let's see where we're at in tech. Get all that done. Need to hurry up and tech up to 2. Okay, so this is one thing that you'll actually run into that is a bit of a problem. So, when you start killing these slimes over here, the ones at the bottom here, if you start murdering them too quickly, they'll actually disappear, and you won't be able to murder them anymore. So, it's important to not just murder the shit out of them. Okay, we got them going here. Set ourselves another bounty right here. We'll go S this time. Yeah, why not? Let's put him in there too. And you basically don't want to adventure too far away from this area right off the bat, because your adventures can get straight up smoked by the crocodiles. So once you reach about level 10 with your adventures, 10, 11 to 20, you want to start adventuring north and start doing quests up that direction. So, what do we got here? How close am I? Okay, just making sure I was recording there. So this time I only started off with 6 adventures, and I actually started off with a collection too. And a necromancer manual, because later on I want to have a couple necromancers. If this actually goes pretty well, I might actually just turn this over, because I made a fair few mistakes in my previous game, where I should have made different decisions, but I didn't. So yeah, and I'm not sure about this, but I don't believe you can come back to Treasure Island once you leave, so it's important to finish all the quests here. I know it says up here on the thing, progress reaches 80% to switch levels. Don't. Just don't. Don't switch levels until you really feel like your champions can go and fight some of the harder stuff. Because once you leave here, there's no coming back. And, like, there are some pretty tough enemies out there that will just one-shot your adventures if they aren't leveled up enough. So, at the very least, raise all of the adventures you have to level 50, reincarnate them at least once, and then level them up to about 15 to 20, and then move to a new area. That's my opinion on this. Now, I could obviously be wrong. This is a new game, and I haven't seen a whole lot of people putting out strategy guides or let's plays or anything, or long plays on this. So, you know, if you find out some information that I don't know about or I don't cover, or you don't think maybe I might not know, please put it in the comments, because I'm learning right along with all the rest of you. I just have more game time than the rest of you. I think I'm sitting on, I want to say a little over 100 hours. Probably. I don't know. I'd have to look and see. And I don't remember how to bring up the Steam overlay to take a look, so whichever. It is what it is, I suppose. Oh. So as you see right now, we're getting close to the 300 mark with these here. Should have to only kill a couple hundred more, and we should be able to get our first boss kill here. Actually, we'll go with B. No, come on! Sometimes, one thing that's a little frustrating about this game is sometimes clicking on stuff doesn't make anything happen. Like, that's just the way it is. Okay, and here we want to drag up all of our people. That way they're down in the bottom left here so we can keep track of them. And since I want to recruit this dumb hoe, go ahead and give her some items. Okay, give her all those things. Should have raised her up. Yep. So basically, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna kind of do a little gaming. We're gonna focus on killing all of those slimes there, and the main reason why is that when you do a boss, right? For example, here if we go click over on stupid starfish, you'll see that they get 50 satisfaction points. So part of the reason why you don't want to leave the treasure island right off the bat is that you can recruit a lot of these epic people that come. And I think there's 2, maybe 3. Yeah, 3 with Ketherick. Or Carrick. And the easiest way to do that is to fight the Slime King. Because he starts out at level 1. You can literally just send one hero over there and they'll just straight murder them. There's not much that he can do about it. Not there yet. Sorry, my dogs are about to get loud. My roommate's coming back on his motorcycle. And the dogs have a freak out because they really like him. So, alright, and if you notice over here, you've got King Crab. He'll be one of the bosses you'll have to kill for Carrick. And then you also have to kill the starfish as well. And then there are 2 other bosses. One of them can be from the red ants. Kill all those red ants, you'll spawn another boss over there. And then over here there's Murlocs, and you start murdering a bunch of Murlocs, and eventually they'll bring like a Murloc king or whatever, and you can fight him too. Okay. All right. Build another villager dormitory. And I think that should actually set us up for number 2 there. Because the main thing is you want to hit 2 as fast as possible. So that way you can build another adventurer's domicile, so you can recruit all the rest of the adventurers you're gonna need. Alright, so if you look here, there's the Slime King, but we want to stop them from murdering him. Right? The reason why we want to do that is because we want to kill him as a boss. So, we're looking for Judy here, and then whoever else you want to put in on this. The reason why we're putting Judy in there is because she's one of the individuals that is somebody I didn't start with, so I want to recruit her. So we'll go ahead and send that out. And then, go ahead and do another one. And we'll send her out on that one as well. Because if you look, Judy is sitting at 167. When they kill this other guy again, it'll be sitting much higher. So let's see. Come on, just kill it already. And then when you kill the bosses, the green slimes will spawn again. So it'll always spawn 2 king slimes once you kill enough, and all of the green slimes will be gone during that time. So, if we look, she's nearly at full now. You see how the bosses work? It's important to make sure that you kill bosses. By not killing bosses, just basically ensures that you aren't going to be able to get adventurers. That's basically how that's going to work. So, it's always important. You get out there and murder them bosses. Okay. Alright. Upgrade, yes. Go into tech. Need the Adventurers Guild. The Adventurers thing. Do Ancient Treasures. Do Field. Do Blacksmithing. We'll do Creating Armor. Primary Building Material. Do Crafting Material. And Spice Stall. If you hit Q, it'll bring up the lab. Just one shortcut. Now that we got our second level, we'll do 2 adventurers domiciles. Get those out of the way, and then we'll also do the spice stall. Then when the spice stall is done, we'll do the crafting table. So, get that going. Yeah, so to level up your Leviathan, the rep actually has to do with the amount of buildings that you have. So as you're building up, the rep has to do with villager domiciles, crafting stalls, all those kinds of things. By ensuring that you have those things, we'll just ensure that... I don't want to use those yet. I'll use those later. Where are we at here? Almost. Okay. Go back to killing some more of these guys. And Judy. Okay. Building should be done by now. Alright. We'll put this other Adventurers Guild right there. I don't know why I call it Adventurers Guild. Just fucking stick with me over it, man. Like, I'm old. I fucking forget things. Is what it is. Okay. Building. Get the other Adventurers Dormitory going. Need the crafting table. Nope. Okay. So now that we have our second dormitory up, we should be able to get these other 3 guys in here. And then all we're waiting on is Judy. There's the other adventurers. And here, this is one thing that I do not like about this game, is like, you wind up with stuff in weird positions sometimes, and it's just a little irritating. Do I not have any more bears? What's going on here? Ah. That explains it. Oh, fantastic. It's here. The next 5 people. Set one of them at the manufacturing place to kind of speed things up. Go. Go ahead and list that one there too. Do not, and I repeat, do not forget to continue to clean up stuff on your main island. It's important to get it done. By not doing it, you're basically setting yourself up for some failure. Finish something? What was that? Let me shut up here. Okay, small square, and then stone path. There we go. But as you saw there, killing those slime kings and stuff, hopefully that shows you approximately what you need to do. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit. Again, like I've said before on underneath the comments and stuff, if you have a question and it's not answered uh, through the gameplay or whatever, feel free to ask your questions in the comment sections, and I'll try and answer them as best as I can. Maybe I'll set up a Discord channel for my channel as well. Maybe that's what I'll do. Oh, shit. Give that out to everybody so they can come join. Gonna start a little stupid community or something like that. And bullshit around, hang out with each other, play games, do all that kind of stuff. I'm up for playing with people who watch my games. Like if you play League of Legends or like Pal World or other games and stuff like that, I'm down if you all want to play too. I don't give a shit. Like I'm down to meeting more people like-minded who want to get down on games and have a good time with no bullshit, no crying, no boo-hooing, none of that shit. We're all adults here. We all need to move forward. Okay, so we're primarily just waiting on Aura right now. Maybe murdering. And one thing that's nice about this, actually, when you're looking to recruit people and stuff like that, is defeating bosses. You can find a boss in every level. The big thing is you can send all of your high-level adventurers and then the people that you want to recruit with those high-level adventurers. And it doesn't matter if they're directly there at the time of the killing. It just matters whether or not they were in the group. So you don't have to worry if somebody keeps running in and getting smoked by something. As long as they are a part of the group that completes the quest, they get the bonus for it, alright? So don't worry if your adventurers are getting smoked. So long as the quest completes, it will ensure that all of the adventurers that were assigned to it are given, their due rights, so to speak. Alright, so we're going to be looking to make 50 of those, 50 of those, 50 of those, and 100 plank beds. I don't have enough room. I am. Alright, so I gotta wait for one of these to complete then. Oh, shoots. Ladders. Alright, as soon as these quests complete, I'll actually be sending my dudes off to go and capture this next spot here. You see where Neil is? That's where the, no, not Explore, Occupy. Go. I always set it to S because I want them, again, to get the most value for their work. It costs a little bit, but that doesn't really matter. Set that up. There to do that. Come on. Just a minute here, guys. Check some stuff. One thing that I am a little disappointed about in this game is how heavy it is on resources. It makes my little gaming laptop heat up hot enough that I could freaking cook an egg on it. Alright. Yep, duty is applied. So, we'll go ahead and accept her too. Now, if you notice, no one else is epic. They're all greens. I'm generally not going to take any other greens. So, that's how that's going to work. Then, set back to killing all these guys again. S rank. Yes. We're going to do B rank. A rank. We'll do A rank, actually. We'll just grab 2 of the other roving adventurers. And then, we're going to do some fun stuff real quick here. We're going to see if we can't send a couple adventurers out here to go and explore. We're probably going to get murdered along the way, though. Which is perfectly fine. I don't really care. Then, if you click on Neil here, he'll want you to do a quest for him. Completing these quests give you extra money, stuff like that. If you want to see the... Oh, we can't look at that yet. Alright, so we need to be level 3 to look at our tasks. Once we have level 3, we should be able to. You know, we'll go with wine, actually. The reason why we'll go with wine is because we put wine over here at the Fisher's Hut. Just another amenity. Take care of Steve. Okay. I'll leave these 2 workers in here for right now. So done, 1 there. 1 there. The reason why I split them up like that is because I want to be able to remove all this stuff as quickly as possible. That's basically the gist of it. Like, remove it, get it out of the way. Don't have to worry about it in the future. Maintenance center. Alright, so we're going to want to build blacksmith and dye house. Both are integral to make sure that you have a flourishing economy. If you don't build either of those, you're never going to be ahead of the curve where you need to be. It's just the reality of it. And one thing, if you haven't noticed, there's limited build space. So if you're really like pushing hard to like expand and stuff, you need to ensure that you're clearing the stuff out regularly. Otherwise, you're just going to be in a spot where you just can't. So... bounty here. Another thing I like to do with non-settled adventurers is just assign them to picking shit up. Like, it's so easy. Send them down there to pick shit up, man. And they'll do it. You know? All this stuff going. And then if you look over here, this is your villager count. You can have 20 villagers. Currently, I have 4 free. And then if you look here, the R is how many are roving. So there's 9 adventurers roving right now. And then we've got 7 of 9 settled. So since we have extra workers, we'll start taking care of some of this stuff. Crafting table set up. Crafting table allows you to build stuff for inside your dormitories, stuff like that, which increase, certain benefits, that kind of stuff. They also allow you to build some quest materials. Mind you, when this game released in the 1.0, it did not have everything already working. Like, there were some things that just did not exist in the game, and as they're patching through it, they start to exist now. So just keep that stuff in mind. It's important, like, for example, when I first started my main one that I'm working on right now, there's a quest to get entertainment journals. Well, you couldn't acquire them anywhere. And when they patched, or did the patch, you could build them at the crafting. So just keep that kind of stuff in mind. It's important to remember that kind of stuff. I realize that this is probably a little bit longer Let's Play than needs to happen or whatever. But I'm going to play it through until I hit level 3, and then I'll call it, and then I'll, do some uploading. So we'll go from there. Come on. Okay, so now, got the stone road. That there. Okay, do I have anybody who's using a bow? Okay. Does she? Fantastic. So she does. So we'll go ahead and equip her. Epic bow. Yes. Now, I didn't realize this until last night when I was playing on my main account. Equipment is kind of like roguelite. So, or like in Diablo, where it just has random effects. 2 random effects for blue, 1 random effect for green, 3 random effects for purple, or no. Yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3, and 4. So legendary, I think, has 4, purple has 3, Blue has 2, and green has 1 special thing to it. So pay attention when you're equipping your people, so that you're not just slotting them with the equipment. It's not the same. So each one has different effects, so on and so forth. So just keep that kind of stuff in mind. Otherwise, you'll do like I did, where you just equipped everybody with the same shit, or what you thought was the same shit, and it's really not. And you actually lose out a little bit on your characters because of the way that you equip them. Almost done yet? Okay, finally. So, the dye house over here. We'll put the blacksmith right there. For right now, at least. Collection, tech, manufacturing. Okay, that's what I did with the last one. Alright, now that they're done there, set up another bounty. I realize that they're called bounties. I just like to call them quests. It's just a little easier. I don't really care. Because it is quests. It's not really a bounty. And one thing is if you'd like to play some other cool games that are similar to this, there's a game called Majesty 1 and Majesty 2. Both are found on Steam, and they're pretty cheap, actually. I think they're under $10. Those are games from my childhood, right? To put that into into effect for you. But, I'm 40 years old, and Majesty was released, shoot, man, in the 90s? And I do believe it ran on DOS prompt, to tell you the truth. And then, the day and age of DOS prompt, now only coders use DOS. And then Majesty 2 was released early 2000s, I want to say. Majesty 2 has got 3 expansions, too. It is a little broken, though, on these new systems. Sometimes it'll just crash out right to desktop. Which sucks, because the game is fucking awesome. It plays basically like this, except you just build a place to recruit your heroes from, and you have no direct control over your heroes, and then you go and send bounties and stuff like that. It's a solid game. If I may suggest, go out there and check that shit out. It's a pretty good game. I've tossed tons of hours into it prior to starting this game. And I actually only came across this game because of, I think it's Splattercat Gaming, I want to say. Somebody I watch on YouTube, and I watch him because he usually touches a lot of the newer games as they come out. And, man, I don't know. This game just hit right. I was originally going to refund it until I actually got into it a little bit more. And then I realized that, it's a pretty good game. It's got a lot of depth to it. Because at first I kind of felt like it was a gacha game, with all the time management and stuff. You have to wait a certain amount of time before you can do this, or a certain amount of time before you can do that. All that kind of nonsense and stuff. And I don't like games like that. I just don't. If I'm gonna play a real-time strategy game, I expect to play a real-time strategy game. Not something that's gonna, waste my time for hours on end, to get some progress. I don't like games that require time for progress. I think they're bullshit. So if you notice, they're over here still killing slimes. King Slime's attacking them and stuff. They'll actually just kill King Slime. I don't really need him for anything, but he drops a lot of equipment and stuff too. So killing bosses is worth it. It's just one of those things. They're just over here murdering these fools. So, one major strategy is perpetually kill these green slimes. It helps out a ton, especially when it comes to recruiting. Again, killing bosses is the easiest way to get people recruited. And you get 2 bosses out of that, so that's 100 points. And you can repeat it almost immediately. So don't sleep on these slime bosses. It's the easiest way to ensure that you're able to recruit the champions or heroes you want. Guild. Do you have any other specials? No. No other specials. I wish it would hurry up so I could fucking level up my dude. Get on with my day. I got some stuff to get done today. I don't want to drop out of this and not finish it. Alright. Where am I at now? 4, 5. Not have any more bears? No, no more bears. Let's do 100 plank beds. One more adventurers dormitory. One more villagers dormitory. I think I'm actually at my limits for adventurers dormitories at this point, but double check here. Okay, they're still over here murdering. They're still over here murdering. Still over there collecting. Have any more people that we can use as collectors here? Yes. I have to. So one benefit of roads is the fact that it increases the production of the buildings that they're attached to. So it's just one of those things. You should always build them. That center's almost done. Alright. Upgrade here. Tells us about dormitory furniture. Okay. Now if we look over here, there we go. Alright. Go ahead and save now that we've hit 3. And we'll see y'all later, eh? Have a good one. Have a blessed day. Be safe. Any questions? Feel free to ask.